Now, let us understand the differences between normal goods and inferior goods. In the beginning, let's understand what are the normal goods and let's know the examples of. Normal goods are those goods whose demand increases as the income of the consumer increases. We know that there is direct relationship between the income of the consumer and the demand for a good that he intends to purchase. For example, the price of 1 kg mango is rupees 100. We can purchase 1 kg of mango because a consumer has got 100 rupees in his pocket. Suppose if the income increases, if he has 200 rupees, he can purchase 2 kgs. It does mean when the income of a consumer increases, the demand for that commodity that he intends to purchase increases. Thus, there is direct relationship between the income and the demand for the commodity. In case of normal goods, the demand for commodity, the quantity that he wants to purchase, increases as his income increases, and vice versa. If the income falls, the demand for the commodity also does fall. Examples can be given. The daily used commodities like vegetables, cloth, so these examples can be given. That's with regard to the normal goods. Coming to the next part, which is an important part, that is inferior goods. Which are the inferior goods? And what are the inferior goods? Inferior goods are those goods whose demand does not increase as the income of the consumer increases. And these goods are also called given goods because an Irish economist by name Giffen, he proved that the law of demand can be defeated. And in his example, he says that the law of demand does not operate. He gives his own examples. And man in Ireland were using potatoes and meat. According to Giffen, potato was an inferior good and meat was a superior good. When the income of the consumer in Ireland increased, the demand for potato did not increase. Instead, the demand for meat increased. So, that is why as the price increases, the demand for such good also increases. As per the law of demand, what we know, as the price rises, the demand should fall and vice versa. But in this case, that is in case of inferior goods like potato, when the price fell down, the demand did not increase. Instead, the demand when the price fell down, the demand did not increase. Instead, the demand fell down. So it went against the law of demand. And this is called given paradox. So let us define the inferior goods again. Inferior goods are those goods for which the demand does not increase as the income of the consumer increases, as this is true in case of normal goods. Here we can give some examples. In addition to potato, we have some other examples, that is pearl millet, what we say in Kannada, sajje, pearl millet. And then finger millet, the ragi, it will be like this. Finger millet, it is called ragi in Karnataka, finger millet, and foxtail millet. Foxtail millet, that is what we say navane, sajje, ragi. These are the inferior goods in India, as we see. So, for these inferior goods, the demand doesn't increase as the income increases, or say when the income falls, the demand does not fall. As you know, when the price rises, the demand should fall, because increase in price reduces the income. Say, I will give you an example how, the increase in price cuts down the income. Say, for example, 1 kg of mango is sold at rupees 50. See, if the price of mango increases to 100, his purchasing power is curtailed. That does mean his income is reduced. He can purchase only half a kg with 50 rupees and 1 kg with 100 rupees. Earlier he was purchasing 1 kg with 50 rupees. If the income has increased, he would have purchased 2 kgs. So, the effect of increase in price leads to the reduction of income, and it leads to the reduction of purchasing power. And this happens in case of normal goods. So, the law of demand does hold good in case of normal goods. When the income increases, the demand for that good also increases. With 100 rupees, he was purchasing 2 kgs. When the price has risen to 200 rupees, he can purchase only 1 kg of mango. This is the effect of rise in price in case of normal good, but the same will not happen in case of inferior goods, because in case of inferior goods, the law of demand does not hold good. It just goes against the law of demand. The law of demand is self-defeating in case of inferior goods. Simply, you can say that those are the goods whose demand does not increase with the increase in income, and whose demand does not fall with the decrease in income. And the examples. See, in this context, two types of questions can be asked. One, what are the inferior goods? Give examples. 2 marks question. What are the normal goods? Give examples. 2 marks questions. And you have to define both inferior goods, normal goods. You have to give examples and then say what happens when the price rises in case of normal goods and in case of inferior goods. If you write all these in 12 or 14 sentences, you will be given 4 marks. So, 4 marks question can be also asked and 2 marks questions can be also asked. So I think that it is sufficient for you people to get 4 out of 4. Thank you.